Hello and welcome to part number 42 of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Know That playthrough. And this part we're going to be making our way towards the final boss, Ganondorf. We have defeated all the 6 bosses and completed all the temples. Go ahead and talk to Pura just to get more information as to what we need to do next. Oh, actually, I have already spoken to her off camera, my apologies. Actually, I did start recording, but I realized that my microphone wasn't working, so I did a bunch of spiel there earlier. And Blood Moon also occurred. So, because of this, we are all good to go. We can go ahead and, because of the reset, I was planning on continuing this game further once the final boss is defeated, maybe explore the depths and focus on how to farm crystallized zonite here. Crystallized charge here and max out the energy cell. Very useful, and you can use that to experiment, play around with the zonite devices if you so feel the need to. So, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and do that. This part I may not. I likely won't, because the pathway to the final boss, Ganondorf, is pretty long. So I may not be able to actually fight Ganondorf. I'll reach him, and then perhaps the fight will be reserved for another video. Again, the fight's also going to be pretty long, it's pretty tricky, and I'll be going over the setup and everything in relation to that. I have 5 Savage Lionel bows, I've got the Master Sword and 9 other weapons, each fused with the Savage Lionel spear and our Silver Lionel Saberhorn. And we also have 4 shields, each equipped with a rocket, and I've got a bunch of other rockets as well. I've been farming a bunch in between parts. And we're going down the Hyrule Chasm. This is exactly where the final boss is located. This is where he was all along, which makes perfect sense. But again, this depth is pretty far down, and you can do this at the start of the game, but I wouldn't recommend it just because the fight then is much more challenging versus doing so after defeating all the temples. Okay, at this point I'm gonna equip the much more sturdier gear. So this is basically my bow situation. I've got sufficient bows to last throughout the fight, even the fight against the Demon King's army. The shields, everything equipped with the rocket shield. I may equip it with the Hylian shield with the rockets as well. And the weapons, one of them is about to be broken, but that's okay, I can fix it later on, but the rest are in good condition. And I have sufficient food items for elemental attacks. Also have for food a bunch of gloom healing items and the energizing items as well as just some general food items that I may need now that I have sufficient hearts. I also took the liberty of doing 16 additional shrines. Again, I didn't do this, I didn't record this just because the continuity didn't make sense of this sort of playthrough. I felt that it's just mundane watching those versus actually showing how to do something within this. So I did that. I've got full stamina wheels now, and I've got 10 hearts. For one of the, I replaced 1 heart container with a stamina vessel, so I have like 10 now. The 7 heart containers that I have are from the 6 boss fights and the 1 quest, the depths, Call of the Depths quest. Okay, so where are we headed? We're headed right over here. And do not equip any weapons in case you get hit by lightning. These guys will shoot lightning at you, and that's okay. So just squeeze on through here. Oh, almost made it that time. Oh god. You guys are on my case today. Yikes! I didn't have this much trouble before. Cannot see anything. Okay. Okay, so we were able to survive, I guess. That. Okay. Alright, so clearly we got issues with the bats this time. I think that's the direction we're supposed to take. Okay. Sorry, got disoriented there for a second. Okay. This is on par for the course. What I've come to expect in these runs. Okay, I'm gonna eat this. Some of this. Maybe some of that. Oh gosh. There's a Lionel here. And we need to go up there. So the best strategy is simply to take the rocket shield. And of course, he's shooting at me. Even now he's hitting. Oh gosh, really? Okay, that is some range. Gonna run past this guy. And of course, he's frozen me. Oh gosh. I'm stuck here. It's pretty bad. I guess I'm normally supposed to kill these guys. And that's just a fall. And the power of the sages can't reach you here. Perfectly fine. And I'm gonna eat some more of these. I feel like I'm eating way too much food right now that I ought to be saving. I suppose dazzle fruit is edible. I could craft more of that using that. So I should be okay eating this. And then just some dazzle. Okay, so here is, I think, that away. And this is where the gloom hands are. May as well just use a shield. Okay, that did not do anything. Okay, just one shield left. But I have tons of rockets still. And here we are. This is kind of where the game started. Right about here. Forbidden Foundation. Here is where we started, and here is where we accompanied Zelda all the way down to the depths here. I'm wondering if I should kill this guy. Perhaps I should. It's pretty annoying to deal with. Maybe grab the Zonite. These guys, I honestly do not want to deal with them. Just summon the Sage. Actually, the Sages can't reach you here. Now for this next part, equip this bow. And run away. That should clear the way. Going further down, this is the mural that we investigated with Zelda. And this is the part that we should have opened with these cracked stone walls right there. So we'll do now. Oh, that is some range. And this stuff previously was just emitting some sort of fumes of gloom. Now it's just emitting, it's just gloom. I think this is where we saw the bats. And here is where the imprisoning chamber was formerly located. Raru's hand with Ganondorf right beside it, or sealed underneath it. Our destination lies further below. This is where the army starts to make itself known. So we shall jump. And this is an even bigger fall. If you look up, there's nothing. Sort of feels like going down the way Gandalf went up against Balrog. Again, I've mentioned this multiple times. I wonder... Zelda's torch. Yeah, there it is. There's the torch Zelda was carrying. So this is how far she would have fallen had she not teleported. So that's kind of crazy. I do like the fact that they added that detail. And then of course Ganondorf just dug himself even deeper down here. There's going to be a slight intermission between the fight after you're done fighting the Demon's King army. Before you fight Ganondorf. So I'm going to use that as a opportunity to actually restock, re-equip my stuff here. In fact, I'll use this opportunity to do the same thing. So rockets. 3 should be fine for now, or I guess 2. And the rest should just be this ice fruit. Maybe the shock fruit, I'll try that. And then you would just go down here. And this is where it is. Again, nothing up top. This is very deep. So that was the imprisoning chamber. He went further below. So far deep. And this is where he's at. This location here. And this is where you fight the Demon King's army. Once we land here. Thankfully, the sages will be with us. So let this play out. There you go.
When we fight together, we're unstoppable!
I'm gonna make my ancestors proud! shall protect Hyrule together.
The Gerudo owe you for your help. You can count on me.
So her ability is very useful.
I will atone for my past failure. It is time to stop the Demon King.
Perfect. Let's go. Beautiful setup, by the way. Okay, so if I can find... I generally cannot. There should be one shot at that. Again, make sure you've got lots of these. I love the music, by the way. Clear a bunch. Now to clear out these guys. So that was the Bokoblin army. But we have here also. I foolishly fused the Hylian shield with a rocket. Oh wow, okay. Heal a little bit. And that should do the other one. So the second of the Demon King's army. Now this would require the shock flute or the fire flute. Should one-shot them. Okay, he's not dead. That's that. And this should be the Moblin army. Bokoblin is also the Gitbo and the Moblins. Okay, did the Master Sword break? Oh gosh. Try to pick up the Gitbo bones if possible. They're quite valuable. And the sages pretty much ended that fight. That should break the horns of Ganondorf.
That gloom, it means but one thing. The Demon King is there. Huh?
More obstacles in our path, but our foe is mistaken if he thinks this will stop us!
We are fated to fight these beasts. Don't worry about us.
Link, we'll take care of this, Goro! You ready to see the power of a sage?
We'll be fine! We already beat them once! This'll be a breeze for sure!
It is time, Link. The rest is up to you.
And our path gets sealed. Okay. So, whilst I'm here, I do want added stuff here. So I'm gonna cook some items here. We'll take out 10 of these. Okay. That's a lot. Didn't realize how it looks like. Okay. Okay, so what I want is to make maybe holding 3. Plus 9, yeah, sure, why not? Actually, 2 should be fine. What was the final boss fight? So it doesn't really matter. This shouldn't register. May as well do 3. When I say it shouldn't register, I don't think the save will register the moments after the, or even during the fight with the Demon King's army. Okay, so that should be sufficient. Maybe one more just to put 10. Oops, should have put 3rd. Anyway. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'll cook these apples. You're not supposed to. 10, really? How much do I get if I cook just 1? 5, okay, that's pretty good. Cook maybe 2. That's quite a bit. There's a lot of good quests associated with golden apples, which is why I wouldn't cook those. Okay, I think we got some good amount of food here. So maybe a little bit more. I want to see what I get if I cook this dazzle fruit. Probably like a dazzle effect. Okay, they are pretty useless. Just simmered fruit. Really. They're really good in the depths though. Well, I mean, I guess I am in the depths, but for enemies other than this. Okay, so that, I suppose this is sufficient. Okay, and we've got 4 rocket shields, which is perfect. Let's put our best bow. We don't have the Master Sword, but that's okay. We will get the Master Sword as we are engaging this guy. And yeah, I will leave it at that. We've got ourselves 4 rockets. And what we need now is these things. Get bow bones. So I'll explain as we get to the next part. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.